Happy Monday. It's the last live stream of October. I'm here in all my orange and I've got extra Halloween-y hair today. I hope you are feeling, if not festive, very happy. Whichever way you take it. Right. So as is the last live stream of October, I'm going to go through all the layouts I've made so far. Then we're going to get stuck in today with a sketch from Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine and hopefully some good stuff. Right. Spoilers if you were saving the other October live streams. I'm going to show you those pages now. I just pressed the wrong button. Sorry, you're just seeing the top of my head. That's not fun. The button's over here, Shimelle. Okay. Engage brain. There we go. Okay, so we have got a single 4x6 with a torn diagonal, a single 4x6 with a whole bunch of ink and stickers, a single 4x5 that's going to have lots of journaling. Still need to transfer it from my journal onto here, but we'll do that, don't worry. Two 4x6 with a double-sided paper, a giant photo with a giant title as a chapter divider in my Disney album. She says as if there's just one. A Disney album. Half and half on a circle. And still having that diagonal here. So that's two not quite 4x6 photos. Three photos. One a little smaller than 4x6. That might be 4x5. And two tiny ones. And a cut file that I still need to back. And a square 4x4 with the other side of the torn paper from the first layout, but placed on an extra sheet of green. And then he's going to add the journaling here. Excellent. So that's what we've got so far. I apologize. I didn't think about last week reminding you that our clocks changed because, to be honest, I also forgot our clocks changed. And I was so grateful for it on Sunday morning. My phone alarm, of course, just changed automatically and woke me up at the right time. And I went downstairs and the kitchen clock is a manual clock. And it said an hour later. And I was like, for 2 seconds and then realized, oh, and felt very lucky to have the extra hour because I did not want to be late. Okay. Right. So today we've got this sketch, which is from Scrapbooking Cards Today. And then there's a video that I've linked in the description box that is on the Scrapbooking Cards channel, but it's Meghann Andrew, so I've linked both of them. And she does this page as she's an 8.5 by 11 scrapbooker, and I'm going to do it 12 by 12. And I've sort of, I meant to cut that before here. Hold on, sorry. I really hope I didn't show too much of that photo. Sorry. Okay, pop you over there. Okay, so I'm going to use these three pictures. This one says 2.5, 2 by 2.5, 2.5 by 3.5. I did it not so exact. I just did 3 photos. So I set them up on the selfie app like I was going to do 2 3x4s and 1 4x6, but then I put in white borders so that makes them smaller. And we have a guest who you all may know. So the 3 photos I'm going to scrapbook today are Sherry, who came to visit. And she is quite often here in the lives. She's the one I tell to go back to sleep because she's quite often watching me at 4 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, I care for her health. So she came for a theater break and just came to London for a little visit and came to 2 of WB's shows and hung out. Also saw some other things, saw both parts of Cursed Child. And she, on the last video, the last live stream, she was actually watching us in her seat at Cursed Child, waiting for it to get closer to showtime, which was adorable. I mean, obviously not during the show, but no, that would not be what Sherry was doing. Just getting there early and then hanging out. Right. So I've got 1 photo of Sherry on her own, one photo of Sherry with WB, and then a selfie of the three of us, all in the light tunnel at Covent Garden. And there we go. Right. So I'm going to have these three photos. Now, the biggest question for me about this sketch, the photos are angled. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So we're going to see, do I end up angling them or do I not? I mean, because I could still do this sort of scenario. And I like that sort of scenario with them not at jaunty angles. Or the sketch calls for more like that. I can move around those three. There we go. Sophia says she loves it when the clocks go back. Her brain resets back to normal. For the first time in years, I've been able to appreciate it because small children care not what time your clock says. It's true. Hello, Shelby. And hello, Leslie, and lots of people who are here. Corey and Sarah and Melissa and Lorraine, Heather, lots of you. Corinne, yes. Okay. So the reason I chose this sketch, it has all these stripes here that could be at least two different papers, or it could be one paper that is striped, could be at least two papers that you alternate. Or then Meghann did lots of different papers, lots of different papers from one collection. So I figured this would be a good one to put at the end of a month, because I often use the last live stream of a month to work out like what can I do with what's left. And I think what I can do with what's left is make these stripes. Also, the sketch is Halloweeny. It has bats on it. But these are not Halloween specific photos. They're more just photos we took last week. Now, I have one, I believe, just one sheet that I have not cut into, which is this. Is that correct? I mean, plus my doodlebug backgrounds. But I believe that's the only paper from the kit that I kept whole. Yeah. And oh, also I have the magazine here. Don't worry, I'll do my speech in just a second. Let's find the sketch column in here and see what they did. 29. Okay. So, oh, this is the video of, this is the layout that Meghann makes in the video. Okay, cool. I didn't know if it would be a different one. So, that's what Meghann makes. Right. So we are going to give it a little whirl. Is there anything, sometimes in the reader gallery here, there are more versions. So I'm just going to have a quick little look back here. That's cards. Inspiration gallery, that's what I'm looking for. Anybody got stripes in the background? I'm not seeing the stripes. Okay, that's all. Which is fine, fine, fine. Right, I'll do my speech and then we'll see what we've got. Oh, I need to make sure I don't lose that. Okay. Right. Oh, Isa says, I remember the photo background from when the two of you dressed up as Anna and Olaf. Is that light installation up all year, or is it only for the holidays? It's up all year. It's been there for a few years now. It sometimes changes color, but the lights themselves are there all the time. Yeah. Right now, the bit that's at the back is loads of scaffolding. And during the day, it gets really busy, but this was after the show, so it was really late at night. And it was empty then. And then when WB and I do photos there, we tend to do them first thing on a Sunday morning when Covent Garden is empty. You don't have to be like 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning for it to be empty. It's still empty at like 8:30, 9:15. Okay, right. let's do this. Hello, my name's Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I need to make sure you're aware of that. Thank you for watching my hashtag advertising. I appreciate you being here, whether you are live, watch from Tomorrowland, chatty, quiet, craft, don't craft, any of it. You are welcome here, and we have a good old time talking about random rubbish and making things. Any links that you might need will probably be in the description box below the video. That includes where to take my classes. That includes the supplies I'm using for all of October, but also a separate link for what I'll be using all of November. So if you want to collect up those supplies and scrap along with me for a month and be super productive, you can totally do that. The only thing that's not specifically linked there is my Christmas supply list is over at Shimelle.com. I really need to put a link in there for that. But it's a top post at Shimelle.com. And oh, and you can find links in the description box to my collection with American Crafts. So you can find it. There's 2 different affiliate links down there. One to Cherry on Top and one to scrapbook.com. And then next Friday is this coming Friday is the first live stream of November, so that means that the kit for the next month will go live then too. And I will talk on Friday when that goes live about how we can balance supplies if you're keeping a Christmas journal or any sort of daily scrapbooking during December with any 12 by 12 stuff. And we will talk about that on Friday because we're not going to worry about it today. Okay? Fabulous! Let's go. All right, so if I did stripes on top of this, I'd need them to be in the colors that we see here. I don't think that's impossible. I think it's kind of different than what's there. And so both the sketch and Meghann's layout show this with just white, solid white there. But I don't think it would be impossible to do it with a pattern. So let's have a look at what colors I could put on there. So I have brown. I've got a yellow. I have an orange. Just looking at the colors that are here. Is this all I have of that one left, or do I have any more? Just double check. Oh, I have yellow and wood grain as well. Oh, but not very much of it. Okay, that might be more difficult to work with. And yes, it's getting near the end of the month, so the pile of supplies on my desk is getting unruly. Okay. Don't have the turquoise left, right? Only that version. Okay. Oh, what's the back of this one? Oh, orange. Different orange. Okay. Spider webs, pumpkins, ghosts, purple. Oh, actually that purple might work. There. Okay. So what I need to do is find the one that I have the smallest amount of, which is definitely that. So I've got a couple of options here. I could use this. And make them as big as that. That's huge. Or I could make it as small as this, which feels too short. Okay, so it needs to be in between. So what if I make it like 6? Oh, I have the paper pad too. You're right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what if I make them 6 inches? And then whatever this is in half. So this is 1 and almost 3/4 inches. So if I make them just short of 1 inch wide, so all my stripes need to be like that. The little paper pad is too small for that, but, and did I knock it off the desk? I think I did. But it is not, it's not gone, don't worry. Okay. So then I can do strips of everything to match. Right. Oh, okay. Yes, it feels weird to do this much trimmer cutting, but so be it. Right, if I actually get this to where I want it to be, then I can check every time and just use this instead of a piece of paper. Okay, we'll have that. I know they're different heights. I will fix that. Which part of this cut apart do I want? Just going to go with the top. And this should be 6. No, just double check that. I think this is fine. Yes, it is. Okay. Corey says, oh, it's here under your scissors. You're adorable. Yes, it is. But yeah, so this paper is smaller than 6 inches tall. But you are correct. I still need to do stuff with it. But we are in luck because WB is not working on Trick or Treat Day. So I get to have actual Halloween photos. Brilliant. He was very excited about that. Have I mentioned that November is kind of special? So November 2023 makes it 25 years since I first discovered scrapbooking. Yeah, so I started scrapbooking in autumn of 1998. I want this side. And so in November, I'm gonna do some special stuff. So I know everybody who joins the live chat is a subscriber because you can't chat in the live chat unless you subscribe. That fixed our spammer problem. But if you're not a subscriber and you tend to watch later on the replay, that's cool. But you might want to subscribe so that you get notifications of assorted things in November. Because I'm not publishing a schedule. I'm not telling you what it's going to be. Because if I do that, I will mess it up. Have we met? I will mess it up. So I'm not going to do that. No. I am instead am going to just keep you on your toes. November 2023 will be 25 years since Sarah's been married. Well, that's very exciting. It's definitely not that for me because, yeah, I had not sorted my life out just yet for a long time sort of situation. We would be in a bad situation if I had had to make lifelong decisions at that point. It's okay. We learn, we grow, we get older. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this one this way, instead of with the trimmer, is because I would never get them exact and I want them to all line up. So I do it this way. Now, who was paying attention to how many I cut so that you'll know whether or not it's going to fit? Because I wasn't. Okay. So let's line them up. Let's see what happens. I think I'm going to like better this order. Yeah, I'm going to need more, but I think we're good to get started. This way. Now, question being, I don't have more of this. So, what order can I put them in so that I don't make it obvious that I've run out? Oh, I didn't use any of this one. That will help. I was like, I'm sure mathematically I did that in my head really quick and it wasn't that big a gap. It wasn't. Oh, AJ, that's horrible. Her town, the town that AJ moved to, had the bright idea to outlaw trick-or-treating for teenagers. And that's all she's got now. None of her kids want to do the costume thing because they can't go trick-or-treating. Oh, I definitely still went trick-or-treating as a teenager. Also, what do teenagers do if they have little siblings? I still went trick-or-treating because I had to take my sister. And I dressed up. Well, I don't understand. I mean, I get it must have happened because there was trouble, but that sure sounds like ruining the whole orchard for one bad apple. I mean, maybe I don't have the whole story here. But my work with teenagers tells me they're not all the same. And you can't just say, y'all stink. Don't do it. You got to have some faith in your young adults. You got to give them some responsibility. Oh. Watch, anything I say about teenagers will come back to backfire on me. In fact, I said to my friends this week. So, WB's best friend has got a performing job and he's going abroad. A long, long way. And we're going to miss him a lot while he's gone. And so the boys were very concerned about missing each other and missing out on life and stuff like that. And even though they're both quite young, we said, okay, so you could have a phone to be able to keep in touch, but in my case, it won't be a phone that he can like leave the house with or anything, but a phone so that he can message his friend from home. Yeah, so that it's a phone at home. Yeah, so we made this arrangement so that he would be able to keep in touch with his friend and his friend would be able to keep in touch with him because they are besties and they understand this whole weird world that they live in and how when you have a passion for something and a talent for something, you can love it and then still sometimes have days where it all feels like it's going to fall apart and you need each other and you need people who understand. So we set them up with this messaging thing. It is the most wholesome thing ever right now because obviously we're watching everything so that we make sure everything's working and they're not, just going, ha ha ha, no one's looking, so now we can say bad words or something silly like that. It's not their personalities, but you're just just being protective and making sure everything's okay. And so I checked in and read through everything that they had said over the weekend. And they have a distinct pattern. They say hello to each other by using their name in all capital letters and then about 100 exclamation points, right? And then they will say something about their day or answering a question from the other one. And then they will GIF search to find a GIF that is that's like vaguely relevant to whatever they said in the line before. So like he's getting ready to fly. So yesterday there were lots of airplane GIFs. And then after the GIF, ask a question of the other one. And then it just follows this pattern the whole time. And it is so stinking wholesome. It is adorable. So I said to some friends, I was like, oh my goodness, they've had this messaging thing for like 48 hours and it is precious. And I wrote it and then 5 minutes later came back and said, I should star this message for when he's really not wholesome as a teenager, shouldn't I? So that's what that's where I am right now, that I know everything will have its day. I have worked with teenagers. They can be great. They can also be not great. It's what your brain's doing when you're that age. It just made me laugh a lot. But yay. Really hope that the travel goes well for his friend. It's going to be an amazing experience, but also heavy duty to go so far away at such a young age. Right. Now I've got enough. Lindsay has something exciting. Lindsay has a 14-year-old, and I am unexpectedly expecting my 4th. So you better believe my teenager is going to help with the little one. Well, congratulations, Lindsay. I hope all is going well. Yay. And yes, you'll have an in-house babysitter for when you need a hand. Good to learn that responsibility. Gemma says she's not a fan of trick-or-treating. Not at all, whether it's little kids or teens. I was never allowed to do it and know of neighbors who got really scared. So I always find this part of Halloween, the scary element of Halloween is a big cultural difference. What's this one? And I know I've talked about this before. So in the U.S., scary Halloween costumes certainly exist, but they're not all scary. You can dress as anything you want. It's just fancy dress. It's what we would call fancy dress here. Hilariously, no, Suki. Fancy dress to me when I moved to the UK the first time I was invited to something fancy dress, I thought it was formal. Nope. Yeah, so I showed up in a lovely frock, and instead everyone else was dressed like clowns and things. Not scary clowns, just clowns. Britt she's had 4 teenagers all in theater and has to say that theater teenagers are the best teenagers. Well, I was a theater teenager, so I'm quite happy for you to say that. I think I was lovely, thanks. I did once have the police call on me and I was at rehearsal. I guess I had messed up with the schedule and my family thought I just didn't come home from school. I was at play practice. I don't know why. Nobody thought of that. So the police showed up and said, hold on, there's a bunch of cars in the school car parking lot. So let's go see if she's one of them. Yep, she's one of them. Whoops. It was all good. Small towns, very different. I would never do that here. Can you imagine? I'd call the Met. I think my kid's home late from school. Could you see if they're around? But in a small town, that sort of thing happens. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so you can dress as different things. Doesn't have to be scary. I only ever had one scary costume in all my years. Unless we count, is Lydia from Beetlejuice scary? I don't feel like Lydia is scary. She's just in black. She's not like a monster. Anyway, and different places have a different vibe. So, for example, I've never been in Boston on Halloween, but I grew up learning that Boston on Halloween is a particularly intense and bordering on anarchy kind of situation. There's a lot of rule breaking there. I don't know if that's still the case, but traditionally, when I was a kid, that's what we heard. Anybody in the East Coast, you can set me. I have been to Boston, but not at Halloween, so I don't know. Anyway, isn't that what was in The Crow as well? Wow, deep cuts, Shimelle. Really going back in the memory bank now. Dun, dun, dun. See, Kathy loves small towns. They're very different, and that's part I love. Nope, I do not love it. I do not love it. Oh, I did not. Oh, I wanted the earth to just swallow me up when the police walked into play practice. Ooh. Your parents think you've run away. No, I'm at school. Anyway, so yes, behavior in different places can be different, but there are certainly lots of Halloween activities that don't have to be scary and are just festive autumn fun. Teens throwing eggs at windows is pretty mean. That is mean. Interestingly, the only time in my neighborhood here in London that we've had problems with people throwing eggs at windows, they weren't teenagers and it wasn't Halloween. Oh, they might have been teenagers, but it definitely wasn't Halloween. Do people get freaked out by goth look? Kay is saying for Lydia, and same thing, Lydia Dietz, and same for Wednesday, that people get freaked out by a goth kind of fashion. I don't know that I ever got freaked out by it. But I don't disagree with your statement. I think sometimes people do have funny reactions to different sorts of things like that. Right, so all these stripes are going to line up across here. Could I have skipped inking them? Yeah, probably. Could I make this really fast and just use a 6x12 box of A-striped paper? Yeah, that would have been way faster. But in the spirit of what do I have left in the kit and what can I make with it, I'm doing this. Now, I know I'm covering up the orange and reddy orange section, but I'm adding that color in over the top. I don't know. Sometimes my madness has no method whatsoever. I'm also very curious now. I'm going to put these in line. I thought I had the spacing that last one was going to fall off the edge, so I started this one a little bit over the edge, and now I'm not so sure. And I can't put another strip after the brown because it would be the one I don't have any more of. Okay. I think we're good. I think I could have just put it where it was anyway, but I think we're good. Kay wore all black all the time in high school and it freaked people out. Okay. Yep. Was this like, have I told the story of the first time I ever dyed my hair and then my punishment for dyeing my hair? So I must have been 15. And I dyed my hair with one of those things where it just adds like a tint to your hair and it comes out in a week. And it put like a purple tint in my hair, which I thought was fabulous because my high school colors were purple and gold. So I really didn't think anybody was going to be bothered by it. It was temporary. It's my hair. It didn't look ridiculous or punk or anything. it was just kind of purple. Apparently I'm telling all the stories of the things I did wrong and when I got in trouble today. So one time I was at Playwright. One time I dyed my hair with this like purple reflection to it. That sort of thing where you only notice it when it's in the light. That's what it was. Okay, so my family were shocked and appalled. And so we were going as a family to a baseball game. We're going to see the Royals play. And my mom made me wear my school like windbreaker with the hood up to cover my hair. Covered it all up. Oh, so funny. And that was my punishment for dyeing my hair without like asking for permission or anything. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these just be like a smidge wider to cheat. Because what's happened is one end of it comes straight to the edge. One is a little bit off. So I've somewhere in there, probably because I've used the trimmer and that trimmer is not exactly straight. I've made one end a little wider than the other. So what I'm going to do is just cheat by putting in a tiny wider strip here so that it's going to go all the way across. Oh, Corey wants to know which Lydia costume and did people actually know you were Lydia? Not like when she is nothing Beetlejuice scary, just all black with a camera around my neck. And I had the outfit that she wears when she's in all black has like a black wide brimmed hat. Yeah, I found a white version of that hat because I think it was like somebody's Easter bonnet at a garage sale or something, and spray painted it black because I couldn't find a black hat like what she had. So that was my Lydia Dietz costume, and that was definitely of an era where I was taking my sister trick-or-treating, but I was totally gonna wear a costume because I like dressing up. I still do it now. But yeah, I mean, for example, when we go to Florida in October, we do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but I have never been to Universal's Hollywood Horror Nights because it's not my jam. Autumn, you're good. That's fine. Don't worry. And dun dun dun. Right. Okay, so we've made a background. Phew! How long did that take? Whoops. Okay, it's 1/4 past. Let's drink some coffee and figure out what comes next. Now, where the little paper pad might come in handy is this next step. Because we've got photo, but there's paper behind them, matte. Now, if you look, this is actually photo done like a Polaroid, and this is photo with a frame. So we have room even on the sketch to add in more layers there. And so, what options might we want to add? See, I think this one works just because it's nighttime and orangey autumn. We can have a red-orange here. Orange gingham, yellow. Rest is black and white. Okay. So we can do those right there. Now, what order Which placement do we want? I know. 2 days until the 1st of November and I clear my desk. And then I make it a mess again. Okay. So should we put the one that has all three of us as the photo to the top? And then I think that order. And then we put Sherry up here. Like that. Okay, so the solid, this one is a different shade than anything that's there. So I think that one needs to go up at the top. But I'm going to give the sketch a chance here and not just stick and cut around. I'm going to cut around without sticking so that I can move things. Because the sketch doesn't have it just as a mat. It has it as layers tucked behind, but not equal on all sides or anything. Okay, so we put that one there. I think maybe both of these here. So I'm going to put a tiny yellow frame on the main photo, the foreground photo. Gemma's got me thinking. We also have, where I grew up, we have things like trunk or treat. So trunk or treat is like it's a daytime activity. It's in a car park, a parking lot, and usually organized by some sort of community group, a school, a church, a Rotary Club, that sort of thing. And so it's great for younger kids because it's going to be in the daylight. It's going to be not worrying about a late night when you have school in the morning. You can see everything, and it's kind of expected that everybody there will be families with younger children. Yeah, well, I got enough brown to put behind this one, I think. I've never seen much like that here. And when I was a little kid, before trunk or treat kind of took over, we used to go trick-or-treating at the shopping center. I went trick-or-treating at Oak Park Mall. Also, for my hometown locals who are here sometimes. How did I not know that Oak Park Mall has a theater now? Did you know that Oak Park Mall has a theater now? I'm just telling you, Kansas City folk, there is a theater at Oak Park Mall. Not a movie theater, like a live theater. I didn't know this because I don't live there anymore. But my mom played a show the other day, and I looked at the program and went, Mom, you're playing at Oak Park Mall. And she's like, yeah, we have a theater here now. So there you go. There's theater at Oak Park Mall. I feel like it's my my job to tell you that, because I know sometimes people come in and go, I'm here from Kansas City, because it's like a joke. Okay. Kathy didn't like Halloween as a teacher because the kids have so much sugar and they're excited and then they go to bed late. Yeah. And quite often Halloween here ends up during half term, but not this year for our area. Some areas will be on half term this week, but we were on half term last week. FYI. Friday's schedule was weird because I needed to take WB to a different performing thing than normal. Oh, it was so wholesome and heartwarming. So he was doing a showcase with a place that he trains. And the show that he's in normally is a real emotional roller coaster, which I have now seen 24 times. And it's a bit heart-wrenching. And so to go see my child do upbeat things and be cute and innocent and not cause any trouble and not put his mother's heart through the ringer, that was so nice. Jenna, you will not. I'll get that sorted for you. You get access to everything. Don't worry. Junior Christmas stuff starts like prompts start in earnest on the 1st of December. But me like doing journal your Christmas stuff for you and everything, that starts on the 1st of November. So we are very close to that, and you will see and hear from me and see things pop up there. But I'm also going to say, because I always get messages from people on the 1st of November or the 2nd of November saying, I haven't had any prompts. That's okay. The prompts start on the 1st of December, but certain things kind of wake up on the forum and stuff on the 1st of November. I have to allow myself Halloween. Otherwise, if I get you all riled up into Christmas before we're even through the first week of November, you will burn out in December. And part of my job with Journal Your Christmas is to help you embrace the joy of Christmas. So part of that is don't start too early. So I start talking Christmas stuff on the 1st of November. All good. Okay. Kelly says she's got a kid who's allergic to peanuts. Halloween is very stressful because candies are repackaged. Yeah, I have a kid with an allergy, and so yeah, trick-or-treating has a special process here too. And I trade treats. So he doesn't eat anything while we're trick-or-treating, and when we come back, we go through it all, and for every item he gets that he can't eat, I trade it out. There we go. Yeah. I trade it out. I take the thing he's allergic to, and that's how we go. There we go. All right. Now I'm thinking this needs more yellow back here because I have just a little yellow there. So let's go over here. I had yellow dots. I know, I'm cutting into a big old piece of paper just for a little bit. It's okay. The layout needs what the layout needs. The heart wants what the heart wants. Heart wants yellow, but I just forgot what line I was cutting on there. There's a campaign here for individual packages like trick-or-treat candies to still have full ingredient labels. And I totally back that. I think that is great. Would love for that to become actual rule. Okay, I think we're getting better now. Oh, but now yellow against yellow. Maybe I move it over here so the yellow is against the purple. Yeah. Okay. Let's start sticking. Now, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try little angles because as some of you pointed out, in my Glitter Girl era, I was all about the little angles. And I do love a paper stack, which involves little angles. I'm wondering, can I do little angles with these papers and then keep the photos quite square? Because I think I can. I really think I can. Yeah, if there's an age limit to dressing up, I have a real problem, she says, with Halloween ghosts in her hair. Do, do, do. Oh. See, I just need more layers in here. Okay. And then this one needs a different color. Oh, I have the orange gingham. Let's put the orange gingham there. Okay. Turned out I needed more layers than what the sketch was calling for. Can you believe? So when I updated my phone, I upgraded my phone. You know how sometimes you have to go through and like log yourself back into things and all that sort of stuff? I didn't think about special Shimelleisms that my phone knew that I used that my phone now doesn't know what I use, and it gets very confused. And one of them is MOAR in all caps. On my old phone, I would type that so often that it just knew if I typed all caps M, it gave me suggestion of more as the actual item. Now it keeps trying to change it to things. I'm like, no, this is a word in my world. Leave me be. Okay. Do I want it like that? I think I kind of like. Okay. Right. Little angles it is. That one there. Do I stick that? Yeah. That one there. Then we'll come over here. It does feel really weird to be trying to purposely put angles in, but I'm here to do it for you. And I think this one needs to be popped. So put this one down here. So the photos are square. You're welcome, Sarah. But the papers are angled. You're welcome, Glitter Girl. It's all good. Where are my strips of foam tape? I saw them earlier. Is that what I dropped? I'm always dropping something off the desk. Yep, here it is. Okay. Sophia-isms include the fact that her phone's autocorrect fixes every just perfectly ordinary this to thus. Thanks, Tony. Right. So. Oh. Then this one here. What do I think? Oh, square. Yeah, like that. It's a little further down than in the sketch, but that's okay. Right, so the sketch then has the journaling here and a trio of embellishments here. And what I have done is lost my room for the title. So I think my title needs to move up a little bit. Okay, and Meghann did her title half up and half down. You know, it would be really useful is if I thought about what the title should be. I'm not sure. Yay, Sarah wants to make one too. I'm glad. That's my goal here. Let somebody want to make one too. Oh no. Jenna said when she taught high school, students were allowed to wear Halloween costumes for Halloween until the year that one of the senior girls wore a particularly adult French maid costume. And then they had to get rid of the rule. I have to say, that entire industry is a whole thing. Because when I first started looking to do an Alice in Wonderland costume years ago, before I got the one that I wear, that's like a Japanese style, I was looking for just like a normal Alice in Wonderland dress, like what she wears in the park. You know, a normal blue dress with a pinafore. If you search women's size Alice in Wonderland costumes, all you get is sexy Alice. That was not what I was interested in. That is not my Alice vibe. Sorry. I like my just youthful, child, innocent, innocent version of Alice. Yep. Okay, so embellishments here, here, here. What is that going to be? I don't think it's going to be this. What do I have left in my gold thickers? Where's the other page? Here. So, one heart plus the big heart. I have 3 flowers. Doesn't really go with the leaf background. I've got 2 big butterflies, 2 small butterflies. But this heart title I can actually make work. So then I use the other heart too. Okay, let's make this work. Right. Oh, Sarah is at a 4-day crop this coming weekend. She is teaching there and attending. Yay. Oh yes, and Sarah, I remember this. Sarah needed an Alice costume and had messaged me for help, and that was exactly why. When she started searching, she also found the Alice with an age requirement. Even when I was the age that I maybe could have vaguely gotten away with that, that was not my vibe. I can't imagine. Did not go to those sort of parties. Went to cast parties. Okay, so this piece comes with this that fits inside with this speaks to my heart, but I'm going to use different words here, but I'm still going to use the word heart. Goodness. Go slowly. Don't pull the gold layer off the foam. But what do we think about this different type of glitter on top of thickers? So those of you who've got this sheet and have used it, you have to go more slowly than the old kind of glitter on a foam thicker where so the difference is that this is now a sheet like a lot like the POW paper that they used to sell. So it's glitter attached to a sheet of paper, and that paper is then attached to the foam, right? Which makes it possible to do this mix, because then we can print onto the paper as well as glitter onto the paper. Okay. So it's harder to peel off because you have this issue, but the glitter doesn't shed. Am I right in thinking we would prefer to go a little slower there for glitter that does not fall off on stuff? Am I right? Or tell me what you think. Yes, Corey says, I like that the glitter hasn't been falling off everywhere on my desk and into the page protector. Yeah. Because, you know, I want the good part of glitter, the sparkle, without the bad bit of glitter. It gets everywhere. Okay. Leanne and Audrey agree. Sarah does too. Yeah. Tony does not like shedding glitter. Okay. I'm glad that we like this compromise then. Go a little slower, but don't lose the sparkles. Okay, I need to go backwards. This way and that way and this way and that way. There we go. Finally got it straight, I think. Oh, thanks, Corinne. She says to remember, if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up. And that's super duper awesome, and I thank you for it. I have to tell you, I went to go just check my hair and my face and stuff to get ready for this video. Somehow I got nail varnish on my face this morning when I painted my nails. Does anyone want to explain what I did? Because I'm still confused. But I had a big old brush of this color nail varnish right across my cheek. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Kelly's reminding her customers to remove these stickers carefully from their background sheet. I appreciate that. Oh no, Gemma opened a Christmas card that the sender put loose glitter inside. Oh no. Okay, I think this one needs backing maybe. So that it's all the same color inside. Oh, hold on. Put the brown down here because I've already got yellow, red, and orange. Where's a bit of the brown? That. Go on. Nope. Placed wrong. There we go. And then there. Okay, so we got this diagonal. Now, Megan made the diagonal go this way, and I was watching it going, okay, I need to remember to make the diagonal go this way. And what have I done? Gone right back to what I know. And the diagonal's going this way. Okay, so then there's another spot over here on the sketch for embellishment. So I've made this into my title embellishment here. And then there's embellishment here. And I need a little spot over here, but I need to work in my journaling, so that's going to come in here too. Sophia suspects that I brushed a strand of hair away from my face while holding the nail polish brush in my hand, and she guesses this because that's exactly what she would be doing while holding a paintbrush. That's true. I have painted my face when I've been concentrating on working with a paintbrush, and then I go to look in the mirror several hours later, and I'm like, how many things have I done and how many people have I seen while I have paint all over my face? Whoops, whoops, whoops. It's just a sign of concentration, yeah? Okay, gold. So I don't have any more hearts on this sheet. I could cheat because I have more than one sheet. And, and I want a little word with each one. Do I? I thought I did. There. 1, 2. Do I want right now or today up there at the top? The right now is better color. Shelby says I am the embodiment of I'm going to follow this sketch, but also I'm going to do whatever I want. It's true. It's true. One time I did a layout for one of Kelly Perky's sketch classes. Does anybody remember those? Did anybody take them? And she sent me the sketch and just said, okay, so you just make a page inspired by this sketch. And so I followed the sketch. And then when I got the PDF back that had all the different guest artists, everybody else had like taken the inspiration in like a really different way. And I thought the whole idea was just to choose your supplies and your photos and make it look like the sketch. And I didn't think I was allowed to like, my brain just didn't go along the path of you need to go somewhere completely different. And so when I saw them all, I learned something by going, oh, I didn't need to follow it quite so literally. When I opened the PDF, I remember just sitting back and actually laughing, be like, oh, I did not understand the assignment. But to be fair, I also know as a teacher that some people need an example of something that is quite literal. So I know I served a purpose. It was fine. But I'm sure at least one person was like, Shimelle, you literally just did what the picture shows and nothing unique. Okay. Should I just cheat and get another heart? Because I've got one right here by my foot. In fact, I keep stepping on it because it's on my favorite shelf. Okay. Speaking about brushing my hair off my face, off my stickers. Right, so which color do I not have over here? Yellow. How are we doing for time? Okay. I'm very curious how today is gone. So WB's class starts school swimming lessons today, and he swims already, so it's not a problem. But like their whole year does a swimming course through school to make sure, you know, for those of you who don't live here, we live on an island, and it's an island where a lot of people forget they live on an island, and children need to know about water safety and know how to swim because horrible things happen when we have oh, let's all go to the seaside for the day, and then people expect all the children know how to swim, and lots of children don't know how to swim, and bad stuff happens. Right. So school has everybody goes swimming in this particular school year to make sure that kids at the very least have water awareness and basic safety. The funny thing is that then all of the kids who do swimming lessons normally have that at the same time. So today is his normal swimming lesson day anyway. So he's swimming, he should be just about, no, he's in this swimming lesson right now. He'll get out of the pool in a few minutes, make his way back to school, where I will then pick him up and take him immediately to another swimming lesson at a different pool. Yeah, so that's funny. But I'm really curious how it went because he doesn't wear a swimming cap. And I didn't realize until about 8:30 this morning that they're all supposed to wear a swimming cap because at the pool they're going to, swimming caps are required. So I have no idea what will have happened. I also dropped him at school, came back, walked in the front door, and we have like two front doors, so we have like entryway. In between the two doors, he had dropped his goggles and his train pass. So I didn't even get in the second door. I just picked them up, turned around, walked back to school, and left them there. You got to teach kids to be responsible for their own stuff, but then also you don't want them getting in trouble and having a horrible day. So I decided today he could have a pass that I would sort his stuff out and bring it to school for him. Tomorrow I need to remember to have them, not drop them. I think he must have gone to close the door behind him and somehow dropped it. I mean, I'm the woman who got nail varnish on her face today, so I can't be upset. Okay, then I was also thinking, back to scrapbooking. Elaine says he's going to be both knackered and hungry. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Let's have an orange star, and let's have a green star. Oh, took the background paper with me, the backing paper. Don't need that. Okay. And up here, maybe, which color? Oh, there's a lavender one. Matches that paper. So I'm gonna put one here. Yeah? Okay. Okay, it's probably enough from the thickers. Have I still got some enamel dots here? I think so. Oh, I definitely have Halloween enamel dot sheet. I think I have some of the autumn ones too. And then working out how to put the journaling in. So we're nearly done. I didn't finish a whole sheet of enamel dots. I'm sure they're here. I'm sure I still have more. I've just let all the, here they are. Let all the extras that I used this month pile up here too, so that way it's more than they get. Okay, so I could bring in that purpley color. And then an orange. And maybe not the cream on the bright white, maybe the yellow. Yeah. Oh, it's going to make them all very similar in size here. What about, no, I only have one tiny yellow one there. Okay, we just do similar sized dots today. Okay. Journaling. Let's have a look. Sounded like there was someone in my house, but it's just somebody outside who has a voice that really carries. That's all. That's fine. Just made me jump. Who is in my house? Sophia says, the woman who got nail varnish on her face. It sounds like an awkward romance novel. You know, if I'm going to be in a romance novel, it's going to be an awkward one. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, that's a bit of packaging. I was like, that could work. I mean, it still could, but is it glossy? Probably is. It's not Pink Fresh. She's just a girl standing in front of a mirror saying, what the frick? I don't know where this came from. That's me. Where did that come from? And it was the fact that at first I like scratched at it like, I don't know, like it was a bug or something. Like when it's orange. It's clearly a big streak of nail varnish. It was nothing else. It wasn't just like a sticker. I don't know. Maybe that just goes to show how often I peel enamel dots off myself or pop dot bags. Okay, so I'm wondering, oh, maybe this works but without the pink. Take this down to the orange label. Yeah, that's what it needs. I'm glad you all thought, if he goes swimming, he'll be exhausted. Because I've asked for him to not go swimming on the days that he has to perform. And I thought, do I sound like a bit of a special snowflake? But it's too much, right? Swimming wears you out. And he can swim. So if he couldn't swim, I would feel very differently about it. But he can, so I think, and he does every week. So I feel like it's okay. Now, I know this is me saying exactly what Shelby said, but I like it up here instead of over here. Are you with me? Down here, and I've got another one of these that I can cut out to put two labels. Or up here and put the journaling up here. I like it there. Yeah? Okay, let me find the other label. I saw it earlier, but that doesn't mean I see it now. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. I love it. You're all cheering me on to break the sketch. Put it up there. Okay. Like that. Where do we want them? I think without, see this gap? No. Bring them down. But then I can put them in that order, which I like better. Okay. I kind of like that smudge of ink, so that's why I'm going that direction. Did I have enough dots that I could add a fourth trio? I think I can. Yeah. Okay, then gold. Across this diagonal that I've just added to the sketch. Sorry, Meghann. And sorry, Allison, who does the sketches. Sorry, her name just escaped me for a second. Yep, you're right, Sophia. Sophia says she likes that I can riff on a sketch and just kind of start and then go somewhere else. And that she struggles to do that, but that she thinks it's practice. Yes, practice is the correct answer. Oh, sorry, Maleficent. I get you all sparkly. It's okay. We're just dressing you up for Halloween. There we go. My desk is called Maleficent if you're a newbie and you're thinking I'm losing my mind. I mean, probably am. I'm talking to my desk, but I lost it a long time ago and it's fine. Okay, so journaling will go on there. I might need another label or two down here if I need to put some more stuff on. But I'm also going to do a facing page to this, I think, with some pictures of Sherry that I can't print right now of her and WB at the theater. So I'll probably put that somewhere in this same sort of mix. So I'll have more room for journaling there. Oh, Sophia, she says random plug that she does not get commission for. Yes, Shimelle has a class all about riffing off from a sketch. You're adorable. Yes, it's called Start with a Sketch, and you can find it on the class page at shimelle.com. You sure can. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. That's our last scheduled live stream of October. Wednesday is the beginning of November. And just, yeah, either subscribe and click the bell or come back and check the channel now and then because I'll be doing stuff in November to celebrate 25 whole years of scrapbooking. Lots of different kinds of things, some main character energy stuff, some album flips, making things. Yeah. Cool? Fabulous. On Friday, we will start the new kit, and I'm going to talk about Christmas. But we won't scrapbook Christmas just yet, but I'm going to talk about it more. Okay, cool. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this layout, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also go over and see the other alternative, or the other version come together on Meghann's, of Meghann's layout, and you can find that linked in the description box on my video here. And you can, if you make this layout with this sketch, think of all the people you can tag. You can tag me because I want to see what you did to do your riff off the sketch. You can tag Scrapbooking Cards Today because they published a sketch. You can tag Meghann if you want to because she did the video for them with her version. And you can tag Allison Davis. Every single one of those people would love to see what you make because they've all been part of that little bit of inspiration. So that is fabulous. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great week. I'll see you very soon.